Alright, this video we're just going to go over two other definitions. It's in section 2 of the 8.1 notes. You're going to see polynomials. Now we were introduced to trinomials, binomials, and monomials. Now however many terms you have, we always want to write them in standard form. You can see the definition for this. This is where terms are in order from greatest to least degree. And degree, what I mean by degree there, remember exponent. We could say each term has an exponent, so if we say degree of each term, I just refer to the exponent. Now that's for the variables. Here's an example. Okay, I'm going to give you a trinomial. Let's say we have 3x squared plus 4x minus 1. This is in standard form because if I look at the degree or the exponents, the degree here is 2. The degree for x is just 1. And then the degree for any constant is 0. So for that 1, I say the degree for that is 0. So it goes 2, 1, 0 for the degrees. So from greatest to least. Here's another example. Let's add 4x to the 5th minus 3x squared plus 2x. Right, that's in standard form. The highest exponent or highest degree is 5. That's written first. Second highest exponent is 2. The lowest exponent is the x, which is x to the first, so that's written last. So when we have terms, whether we add or subtract them or multiply or divide, when we simplify, we always want to make sure that it's in this standard form. From your highest degree all the way down to the constant, where the degree is 0. Okay, another important definition is we say leading coefficient. Now I know coefficient, that's just the number before a variable, but leading coefficient, that just means it's the coefficient for the first term when it's written in standard form. So if I looked at this example, I'm going to put LC for leading coefficient. Well, for this example, the leading coefficient is just this, the 3. It's the coefficient for the highest exponent or highest degree. For this one, well, your leading coefficient, it's already in standard form, it's just this. The highest exponent is this 5, so the coefficient for this is 4. So we say that's the leading coefficient. Okay, let's look at examples 1 and 2. What we're first going to do is we're going to put it in standard form. So we're going to have to rearrange the terms a little bit, and then we're just going to identify the leading coefficient. Alright, so I want to look, standard form, what is the highest exponent for variables? Well, it's this 5. So that should be written first. 4x to the 5th. The next highest is this 2 for the exponent. Then that's positive 3x squared, so we'll put plus 3x squared. And then the 7x, that's x to the first. That's the smallest exponent, so we say minus 7x. That is in standard form. And then the leading coefficient, I'll just put LC again for leading coefficient. Well, it's the first coefficient, which is this, it's 4. Okay, for number 2, I have 4 terms. And we would just say this is a polynomial because we usually stop at trinomial. None of these are like terms. The highest exponent is this 4. Now since there's this negative in front, I put negative 2y to the 4th. So I'm done with that. Next highest is this y cubed. So that's minus 6y cubed. Then the next highest, I don't have y squared, but then I have this. Now that's positive 5y, so plus 5y. And then you see, you always end with a constant. If you have a constant, that should be the last term for a standard form of a polynomial. So this minus 9, I just bring that down. And then the leading coefficient, well, it's the first coefficient. So it's just this right here. It's that negative 2. Alright, so we're always going to write these polynomials in standard form. Leading coefficient is just the first term written in standard form.